Hey, it's time. Good morning, Morter Marchers. I'm Dr. Ted Morter. Welcome to Morter March Monday. Thank you for being here with me today. We're going to have a great time. It's going to be a quickie today. As I promised, I talked about being hopeful and having the feeling of hope being forefront with the way that you're feeling about things and reacting to things. And I made the statement that hope actually pays it forward. And let me explain what I mean by that. Hope is not just a simple, finite thing for a particular situation. That's not what you're looking for, because that comes and goes every single day. I hope that the Razorbacks win this weekend. For those of you who didn't see that, of course, that was pretty amazing. They really did a good job with their football game this weekend. Took off number 4. Anyway, that was hope. There was a lot of hope. Everybody was hoping. But that's not what really I'm talking about. Those are tiny, small things that are in the world of everything that happens to us all day long and throughout our lives. It's kind of insignificant. The real thing about hope is that, and when I said it pays it forward, here's what I'm getting at. When you are in a state of hopefulness and feeling hopeful, you are completely opposite of anxiety and worrying about all the things that may go wrong. You know in your heart, you know in your soul that the hope is out there, projecting out there for what you'd like to have happen in your entire life and for the world. That's what hope is about. So it's not a specific, well, it can be a specific thing for something small, but I'm looking at a bigger picture for you. I'm looking at something much bigger than that. And here's why this is important. When you remain in a hopeful state, you're always in gratitude, and you're very thankful, and you're grateful, and you're hopeful. You know what's going to happen in your mind, in your heart. You just know what's going to be. And you know this is true. Think about sometimes that you've been hopeful about things that you would wish they would work out a particular way, and sure enough, it worked out that way. And if it didn't work out that way, if the Razorbacks would have lost the game, it doesn't change that I'm still hopeful. I'm hopeful that next week they would even do even better. I'm hopeful that they will learn from their experiences. I'm hopeful that when I have a setback with things, that I learn from that mistake or that experience, I should say. And from that, it's not really a mistake. It's just a way not to do it anymore. So you look forward to the future because you remain fulfilled and full of this feeling that I said of hope. Hope is something that you have to conjure up. Hope is something that doesn't just happen automatically. You have to train yourself to be hopeful. You have to train yourself to feel that way about certain things, because it doesn't really come naturally, because we have so many things that bombard us that take this feeling of being hopeful away from us. If you watch the news, if you get involved in politics or anything that's out there right now that's just crazy, it can steal your hope and steal your dreams and steal your faith and steal the things that you believe in that are good and wholesome and real and true to you, because they may not be true to somebody else, but they're true to you. But you're the only one that really matters when we're talking about personal things and how you feel about certain situations. You must remain hopeful, to be full of hope. It takes away the negativity that's always out there, that's always paramount. People always want to talk about the negative. I like to talk about the positive when at all possible. That's just, I'm not perfect about it, but I do my very best. So today I'm going to be thankful and grateful for the feeling of hope. Hope. I have great aspirations and hope for not only my family and all the things that we do, the fun times that we have together, and the trips that we take and the journeys that we go on, but I also have hope for the world, hope for our country, and hope for the world about how we can help other people. And there's different ways to look at that. I just look a certain way, and I feel hopeful, and I feel thankful and grateful for that. And that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. What do you want to be hopeful about today? What are you hopeful about? Think about it for a moment. What would you feel hopeful about today? Hopeful for something to happen, a situation today that needs to come your way? Hopeful that a particular legal aspect might come out a certain way for you? Hopeful that something happens with your job? Hopeful with your kids that may have been in trouble, that they're doing things that you don't necessarily approve? I don't know. What could you be hopeful for? Think about that while we do the Morter March today, because when you can make it personal, when you can take something, a feeling like, yeah, I'm going to be hopeful, be thankful and grateful for being hopeful. No, you're going to be thankful and grateful for being hopeful. You're full of hope, and then put a situation on top of that. Hope that this particular situation turns out a certain way. Because remember what I said, even if it doesn't turn out that way right now, that feeling of hope will bring more things to you that you're looking for in your life to make it smooth and easy and fun and happy and joyful and full of love. That's what happens when you are in a state of being hopeful. I'm hopeful for lots of things. Hopeful for lots of things that I'd like to see them work out a particular way. Will they? I don't know. But I'm going to remain hopeful regardless. Not irregardless, regardless. That's for Marge, my mom, and Jana. All right, so I'm going to be thankful and grateful for being hopeful today. I am hopeful. There you go. Thankful and great. There you go. You like the I am, because I am resonates. I am hopeful. Thankful and grateful. I'm hopeful. Let's do that. Come on, get up and do this with me. Do this march. Put your left foot out there. Put your right arm up. Tip your head over there. Look up that arm. Look at your thumb up there. Close one eye and say, I'm thankful and grateful. I am hopeful. I am hopeful. I remain hopeful. I'm hopeful. Okay, let's do the other one. Put your other leg out there. So you switch. You do contralateral movement. You opposite side. Thankful and grateful, I'm hopeful. Thankful and grateful, I'm hopeful. Thankful and grateful, I remain hopeful. I know, Blake, you're probably not with me this morning. You're on the way to the airport. Blake's been here for a week. We've had a great time. He came over and visited yesterday. We had a wonderful time together. So if you're in the car, I hope you're doing it in the car, Blake. Thankful and grateful, I'm hopeful. I am hopeful, I remain hopeful. Just let it sink in. I remain hopeful. I'm hopeful for my family. I'm hopeful for my life. I'm hopeful for my job. I'm hopeful for my country. I'm hopeful for all the great things that are possibilities. Hopeful for common sense. Hopeful for things that I'd like to bring forward. Thankful and grateful. I am hopeful. I am hopeful. I like that common sense thing. I'm a pretty common sense type guy. Thankful and grateful. I'm hopeful. Thankful and grateful. I'm hopeful. I remain hopeful. I am hopeful. I'm full of hope. I'm going to do it one more time. I think we did 3, but I'm going to do it again. I want to make sure. Thankful and grateful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I remain hopeful. I want to spread that feeling, that energy of hopefulness to other people when I talk with them. They're getting gossipy and this and that. Never mind. Let's just talk about being hopeful. Thankful and grateful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I hope you did this with me, because when we combine this, lots of people doing it all over the world, and you share this with other people, share it, like it, and share with other people. Let them see this. Let them start to do something positive in their life every Monday morning. And you should do this Morter March every day. Do it every day. I do it when I go out and feed the donkeys every morning. Thankful and grateful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. They're just hopeful. I'll feed them. But thankful and grateful. Thankful and grateful. Be hopeful. To be full of hope. Be full of hope. I suggest that you think about this and seriously consider changing your things that you're thinking about, how you're feeling about certain things, and change the feeling into being hopeful. Hopeful for a resolution, hopeful that it will come out the way that you hope that you think it will. Just remain hopeful. That's what I'm doing. I'll see you next week. Bye.